Hello, and welcome to Let's Get Lost in Far Cry 4, Part 6. Now, right out of the gate, I don't really know what happened to me in those last few videos. I think I was having too much fun. And I think the overall quality of whatever this is suffered immensely because of it. I feel like things got a little crazy and things got very weird. And not in a good way. I don't feel like it was as funny as I thought it was, or as interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this, and I'm gonna try to stop my toxic personality slash terrible sense of humor from just tearing through whatever I'm trying to make this into, like alien pseudopods tearing through an unfortunate human body. So right out of the gate, I think I am going to have a look at the different missions available in this outpost, because I believe I need to do some hostage missions and a few other things to be able to upgrade my character in the ways that I want to before I complete the game, before I even attempt to. Is that radio going to shut up if I do that mission? It's gonna try to get that poster on the side of the wall. Oh, come on. What did I even do to you? Yes. Just get to... I don't know how to do this. I'm not trying to nitpick or be like, oh, this is stupid. It's just kind of interesting that, that lady is like, yes, that's how I do it. That she's radioing for help with tigers. Do I need to do any of the hunting missions? Just so I don't pad this with a lot of unnecessary content. Not that I don't have fun doing these things, but that's Shangri-la, and reduced falling damage. That's probably gonna help me out a lot. I should probably do the Longinus quest, or either bomb defusing or eye for an eye. I should have more than anything figured all of this out before I started the video. It's kind of pathetic, but once I've started, there's no stopping me, so here we go.
There's been an attack. I need help immediately.
I need to do this to be able to upgrade one of my skills.
If you fall off the track, no matter how far down you go, it will be no big deal, sweetie. You've got a wingsuit on, you'll have to reshoot. But it's not like you'll die. Probably.
I don't much care about whether I get gold or silver or bronze. As long as that doesn't matter. And getting the ability that I want to upgrade. Oh wait, I'm still unsure what button the handbrake is. I assume, oh, it's circle, seemingly. There's 30 of these? That was annoying. Especially if it means that I might not place at all. Stuff like that always seemed a little bit random to me, but then again, it's not like it's really, really hard to avoid oncoming cars or things like that. Even if there were military patrols, I guess would just incentivize clearing the region and then trying it again. But I think more than anything, I don't find these things to be like too fun or whatever. So yeah, there I went. I got bronze. It's pretty much what I expected to get. I'm just noticing that the pop filter is a bit like weirdly placed, so if my P's are hitting like bass kicks, I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it as I prep for the next video. Now let's see about the skill. There we go. So there are vehicle takedowns. I'm interested to try them out because I can't remember how they look or even how to trigger them. I don't think there was anything like that in Far Cry 3. Now I'm gonna get on and do the Longinus quest. Yoji and Reggie. I don't care. They're like Eurotrash potheads, as far as I remember. And they want me to, I think, collect pieces of a map that will then let me do the Shangri-La or the missions where I play through a piece of karate mythology or something like that. Not quite sure exactly. I almost feel like I should do one of these two outposts before I head to Longinus. So that I'll respawn closer to it if I'll just start off with the bell tower and I'll make my way over there. And I think this is about as focused as my playthrough is gonna get, because I am trying to do most of the outposts and at least do enough for the bell towers so that I can easily respawn and navigate the main quests without too much fucking around and too much running and just oh no. Oh no. Oh, this isn't going well at all. It's strange listening back to these. I mean, in many ways, I don't usually listen to recordings of myself outside of, like, auto-tuned singing and stuff like that. Like, realizing how stupid I sound and becoming really, really self-conscious and stuff like that is a part of it. But listening back to these, I can hear how kind of like uneven my commentary is sometimes. And that's not intentional, but right now I'm just kind of trying to dial back on the enthusiasm a little bit. Not constantly talk. I think getting the wingsuit in those last videos kind of did a number on me, and I got really giddy. And I had a lot of fun. Too much fun.
Hit the brakes!
Really, guy? It's almost like I'm trying to trick shoot around his head. Just all of that trying to aim for his skull, and I still couldn't hit it. So it was kind of like one of those circus acts, one of those circus knife throws. Like if I could only emulate that, maybe me and that. Emulate. I guess what I'm trying to say is I was gonna goof and be like, me and that guy, we could add like a show, a circus show, where I just shoot at him with weapons and he'll just not get hit no matter what. Don't think that was any more. Come on, right? It's like double skin. Did I just get it? I guess. This is gonna be another just warning too. Nah. My brother was thrown out by his wife again, so I'm letting the useless drunk stay in this bell tower for a while. He's a waste of space, but he's still my brother. If anything happens to him, it will be on your heads. Sergeant Misra? Is that you? I guess he's the useless drunk. Chase and kill the courier. That was a really bad shot. Not everything that the people in this game kind of yell and say is that audible on the recordings, especially not when I react to them. But that lady, that Golden Path lady, I think, if any of you guys didn't hear that, she was saying, "Scream for me so I can hear what you sound like in hell." It's a lot of lines kind of like that in this game. Like I said earlier, the enemies keep telling me they're gonna drink blood out of my skull. There was the guy walking around in the outpost, like the last guy I had to kill to capture the outpost, and he was going, "You can't hide, especially not from me." It's just not a situation. If I was in that situation myself, wouldn't be that cocky. I'd be pretty spooked. Probably would just put down my gun and leave and pretend like I died. This surprised me sometimes that soldiers At least when I've killed a large amount of their friends, that none of them, you know, I mean, they hesitate and stuff sometimes. At least when I do the death from above thing, they'll just kind of freeze in place and go, wait, 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 oh, no, 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 as I'm, like, flying towards them with my knife out. But it'd be nice if they just put down their gun and ran away. Like, spare my life. Maybe if I shot an official or murdered someone in front of them in a particularly grisly way. Though I guess this isn't exactly Shadow of Mordor or... I don't know about the outposts, but at some point I might start just doing the bell towers off camera. Ooh. That's cool. I don't think that was like a random occurrence. It almost made it seem like it's some sort of like animal fighting arena, but I don't think it is. I think that was just a cool display. So there's an outpost that way, and then I assume I can get to Longinus. And there's a truck thing down there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to just what I was planning to do. The audio is kind of muffled and strange now that I'm recording at night, mainly. So when I compress it, you might be able to hear my computer. You might be able to hear me swallowing and breathing. I'll try to get better at kind of like mic control, whatever, or I'll try to get more. Yeah, this content is just me promising better content. Sorry about that. It's a nope. Not an alarm. The alarms are attached to posts with speakers on them. There's a pig there. I don't think pigs will attack me. Those dogs, however, probably would, even to the point where I should probably use some meat here for an easy kill, but that's kind of the most boring way to capture an enemy outpost. But I guess for the sake of providing a demonstration, I'll just see if I'm wrong or not.
Mother Toad, kill those mongrels! Look out! I look out! Filthy! Shoot that filthy beast! Cover me!
It also seems kind of like not great karma. I don't know. I have no idea really what karma means or how it's like. I mean, like, of course I've heard it in public, it's in the sense that, like, this is a game about, like, actual Hindi religions or karma or whatever. That was not enough. I assume that when I get karma, it's because I do something that is, like, in some sort of alignment with a religious belief. It doesn't seem like having dogs fighting my battles for me. But that, I just professed ignorance, so I shouldn't speculate. If that is the cornerstone of the religion, having dogs fight your battles, or elephants for that matter, I'm not a huge fan of it. And I think it's akin to some terrible form of slavery. They're using child soldiers. Don't have the takedown for these guys yet, I guess. I need to get the takedown for those guys. So he is last on my list, I guess, of guys to take down. Where's this outpost? There it is. Wait a second. Was I wrong? And that wasn't a no. It was. I think the alarm that I shot at is what I'm looking at over here. And if I fire, well, let's try it out. Let's see how. See if they can easily spot me here. It's the middle of the day. I can't spot the sun from where I'm crawling. I'm not going to be staring up into the sky just to confirm that's the middle of the day, but they should see me pretty easily. I don't know how I'm dressed though. I might be wearing some really, really cool camel. Definitely not all gillied up though, so. But let's face it, this game is not about realism, so I should stop. I've tried to make it more realistic, but it's not gonna be. This game is not. It has the veneer of kind of a survival game, or a game that's more kind of like a realistic military shooter, but it's neither one of those.
The enemy is here.
Sorry about that. That was not smooth.
Pick it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't really on the spot be able to kind of fully condense Far Cry's playstyle into one. I wouldn't call it a stealth game, really. I guess I would just call it a shooter with different elements, but this gameplay I don't feel like really translated into.
He's disappeared.
Like, I don't feel like the way you play this game is as interesting. That's the heavy behind that guy. When you put it in a setting like Primordial Man or like Caveman times. I never played Far Cry Primal. I have it, seeing as I bought it alongside Far Cry 4 in some type of like bundle on offer in the PlayStation 4 store, but no real intention of playing it. It never appealed to me. I don't really. I like using the bow and arrow as an option, but I don't really like being confined to it. And making grenades out of beehives is just not. It's just not a cool thing to me. That's kind of stretching it a bit, I feel. Like, what would be interesting about a game about cavemen or Neanderthal or fighting Neanderthals? I don't feel like it would be the gameplay that I find enjoyable in Far Cry 3 and 4.
Fuck yeah.
These guys, though. You just kind of gotta love them. Don't seem to be very deterred by their friends dying right in front of their eyes. They're more bemused than anything. Ooh, I wish I could just pass through that door. I don't know if that's gonna come out in the footage, but it seems like I'd be able to just. You don't look at it. You'll be able to pass through solid matter. From the corner of your eye. You will see the gate. And I'm mumbling again now. I'm sorry about that. It's a lot of my commentary is just mumbling. Not gonna do very good on this one. No. You're like a walking human tank. I'm not sure how I remained unspotted there. It just said no alarms. Maybe the color doesn't really relate to any I'm kind of confused about how that works. I think I'm gonna just not gonna comment before I've looked it up how it works, or before I feel more secure in my knowledge that I've figured out how to get the most points doing this. Because if I check out my skills, it will still tell me I've only done one outpost. Yeah. It tells me I've only done one outpost without being detected. Just grab a few small things before moving on.
As soon as I'm better, I'll plan another attack.
Huh?
Make him pay. That's my
A heroin ration. Stamped with the seal of the Royal Army. Yeah, that makes sense to me that they would give their soldiers drugs. Low-grade marijuana in a sandwich bag. Brown, bone dry, and packed with stems and seeds. You're better off smoking cardboard. I don't know about that. Well, yeah, I guess. But still, though, like... I'd probably get a lot of bad habits if I was in the position of this video game's main protagonist. Then again, I think after murdering just a handful of human beings in the ways that he has, I would probably be a tad bit disenchanted with the human experience. Probably wouldn't sell those opium pipes. I'd probably smoke them, if any second of any day. It's plausible that I might get my brain shot out of my skull by some unseen assailant. So yeah, now I've cleared a path to Longinus, and I'm gonna get over there. And the next video is gonna be me doing that mission for Longinus, a character that is a recurring character from Far Cry 3. So it's gonna be exciting to see how he carries over into this game. What is his significance? What is he gonna ask me to do? Because I think the last time I saw him, he just gave me a gun for liberating a bell tower and kind of just introduced himself. And then I got interrupted by Sabal, and he called me to go back to the village to save it from an attack. An invading unit from the Royal Army. So even though it counted as a Longinus mission, it wasn't a task I did for the character.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Did you guys hear that? He said he took a break from crying, supposedly over all of these dead people, to just let me know that it was cool that I was here. He was like, "Oh, Ajay, it's good to see you. Namaste." Just I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm gonna go back to just weeping uncontrollably, my body racked with sobs.
People just don't have time to cook anymore.
Hello?
He sounds a little bit like Lo Wang, the protagonist from the Shadow Warrior games. He even kind of sounds like the Lo Wang voice from the very first Shadow Warrior games game. I think it's 3D Realms, but developed by Monolith. I'm not quite sure, or it's the other way around. I'm not quite sure. I think Monolith developed Blood. Enjoyed all those games: Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood more than any of the other ones. But I have to admit that it's not very hard to like those games. They're not exactly commonly disliked games. And kind of like the Evil Dead movies, they don't take themselves seriously enough to be anything but very enjoyable. I can't use a zipline like this. I'm pretty much just stood here with a quest marker telling me I need to go through this mountain. Chop it down with the edge of my hand. No. I just noticed that the swag bag, I just noticed that the pyro unit wears a gas mask. It's kind of cool. That makes sense. Do I need cow leather for anything? Would they be classified as yaks? There's only one way to find out. Okay, this is really cruel at this point. I feel like I should have been able to make a kill shot at this point. But no, this is like bullfighting. Yep. And the crowd goes wild. Comfortable in the knowledge that this animal did not die unaware of the terrible fate that it had in store. That wasn't satisfying or really fun in any way. Yet you run away. You tell the other cows or yaks or whatever. You send them a message. You let them know what happened on this day. Yeah, okay, now I can craft something. Throwables bag. Okay. Well, these weapon holsters are not really that hard to upgrade. The main thing I wish to upgrade is the wallet once more, and then I guess the loot bag fully, and the weapon holster I guess I could. Beyond that, I don't really need many of the upgrades, I feel. At least not yet. I'm doing alright with ammo. explosives, anything. Just upgrading the explosive bag or throwable bag to the point that I did just now. I feel gives me far too many grenades, Molotovs, or whatever than any human would be able to comfortably carry on their body running around like this. And that's just for my own immersion and enjoyment. I'm not faulting the game for including these things. Drugs? Yes. It's always nice when I have the syringes, because then I know I'll be able to heal fully in just a split second. Though it's never not gonna be funny to me. The thought of a person just... What are they called? A hypo needle? Or they're just jamming that into your arm with one hand and just shooting wildly around oneself with the other. It just paints a picture of a complete madman. There's someone similar to the painkillers in Max Payne. Just kind of painting the picture that someone is abusing drugs to just keep going for that one extra step, or be able to just make that one extra kill until they can just lay down and die heroically, like the action hero they're trying to be. So
Listen to me. If you come across that witch doctor, you should keep your distance. Don't say I didn't warn you.
If I see that creepy witch doctor, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
I think they're talking about the hunter unit, the bow and arrow guy that's able to charm animals. If anyone's a wizard, it's that guy. Nice. Made it look like there was three stacks, I thought. 3 bombs. You can see there I was struggling to aim the knife throw to hit the guy I was actually aiming for. No, that's not what I wanted. And not talking about the condom. I think AJ, from what I've seen how he interacts with the village women and the women of the Golden Path, I think that guy needs some condoms, but the knife throw takedown, I think I blew a guy up with a grenade, and then AJ just automatically targeted him in the air as he was flying and hit him as he was flying through the air like some sort of clay pigeon. Hopefully this will take me up the mountain. Slowly, but I guess steadily I'm making progress towards getting there. Let's take this opportunity to look around and say, don't do that often. My camera is mainly centered on the ground, what's right in front of me. Yeah, I could not trigger the wingsuit there. I don't really need to, honestly. it does help. Just makes things go a bit faster. And here we are, in front of Longinus's tent. It's a combination of pelt and telt. I think I'm gonna end this part here to then quickly start the next video, just to make sure that I get the footage. So I'm gonna do this mission in part 7, I think. Bye.
No one knows.